Hey guys, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to talking about the access specifier in a PHP programming language. Controlling access with the public, private, and protect access modifiers. So these access specifiers can be used on the both variables and the attributes method. Public, private, and protected. These are called access modifiers, just like C++, Java, and other programming languages. They have also three access modifiers such as public, private, and protected. So we already studied about the public access specifiers. The visibility of a property, a method, or a constant can be defined by prefixing the declarations with these keywords. First keyword here is the public. Then we have the another keyword here is the private, and the third one here is protected. If the class member declared as the public, then it can be accessed anywhere. Means that here I am just accessing the class member where the public here is A. So I can access this A anywhere inside the class, outside the class. If the class member declared as the protected, then it can be accessed only within the class itself and by inheriting a parent class. How? We have three types of classes right here. Sorry, two types of classes right here, which is class A, let's suppose, and class B. Class A here is, you may say that is a base class, or here I am just writing this is the class A, and then we have the class B right here. Okay, now here when we are just writing class A, so I just create this class A as the base class and then class B as the child class or a subclass. So class A here is a parent and class B here is the child class right here. So this is how you are creating that. Every child has access its attribute of the his parent. We will learn about that in next upcoming lectures when we are just studying about inheritance. So just make your concept right here that what is the base class and what is the subclass right here. Okay, so here I just said that to the protected, if the class members declare as a protected, then it can be accessed only within the class itself and by inheriting a parent class. Okay, then we have if the class member declaring as the privates, and then it may only be accessed by the class that's defined the members only. Okay, now here you can see that these are the some of the explanations of the public, private, and protected right here. Now here let's see how we create that. I'm just demonstrating the one example right here where I'm just using the public, private, and protected. Let's suppose we have the class and the class here is ABC. Any class name right here what I'm just creating. Then here I am just creating a variable and the variable A, which is equal to, here you can see that variable A is 10. Okay, firstly I am just creating simple variable here. Now here I am just writing the public, and the public variable here is B, and the B here is 11. Okay, now here I just write these are the private. So private is a keyword here to declaring the private, and private is C, and the C here is equal to 15, and then here I have to write that protected. So protected here is, you may say that there is D, and the D here is equal to, I just write 20. Okay, here you can see that I'm just creating four variables here with the help of variable A, where I have to access the public, private, and protected number. Now here you will see that this is the base class where I am just creating all of these things. Now here I just write class XYZ which extend the class ABC right here. Okay, I didn't write any of the thing right here yet so far. So this class will extend this class if I just want to give some of the values to it. Okay, now here you will see that after that here you can see that I have to write obj. Okay, where I have to write this obj which is equal to, here I just write new, and the new here will be XYZ. Okay, which is the name of my this extend class right here. And I just close this code right here, and here I just write echo, and the echo here is obj, and obj here is I just print the variable a right here. Okay, so here you can see that will get this access, and then that will move to the base class and check the base class right here. Okay, now here you can see that if I just run this code right here, so you will find right here that is undefined variable where the a here is access specified in line number 22. Let's just see. Here you can see that this is the line number 22 right here, and here that will tell me that you are defining some of the undefined variable here. This is just because of here I am just accessing the attribute of this class, and the a here is declared inside this class. So this is just because of not showing me the output for that. Okay, now here you can see that here I have to write, let's suppose I have to write echo, and echo here is obj, and obj2 here which is equal to, I have to access the b as well. Now here I have to write that this is object number 2, and the object number 2 which is equal to, I will get the object of here xy z right here. Okay, now here you can see. Now after that here I'm just creating a function. So the function here which is inheriting the private attributes right here. Okay, now this function is for underscore, and here I just write that a construct. So here I have to write that this is the construct right here, and then here after this constructor I have to write echo, and echo here is firstly I have to get this, and this will get C right here, because C here is private, and I just tell you that I am just accessing, or I am just inheriting the private attributes right here. Okay, now here you can see that firstly I have to get this private attribute with the help of functions, and then we will write that. Okay, now here you can see. So I just tell you that when you are just declaring the private and the protected attributes outside the class, so you have to declare this, or you have to inherit this. Here you can see that this is, I am just using a constructor right here. We will learn about that in when we are just working with the constructor, and the inheritance is a separate topic. Okay, now here you will see that you can also access the protected attribute with the name of that, like here you can write $sign and d, or you have to simply write d right here. Okay, now here you can see that I know this program is much confusing for you, but this is just for making your concept clear right here. Okay, just leave it right here. Now here you can see I am just writing, or I am just commenting this program right here, and then close this comment right here. Okay, and now here, now you can see here I'm just creating one of the another PHP tag right here, and then close this PHP tag right here. Now one by one I'm separately showing you guys that how you can access the public modifiers, private and the protected. Let's suppose we have the class name which is a car, and then here I am just writing public. So public here is, let's suppose I am just getting the model of the car right here. So here you can see that this is the public methods and the properties. Now here you can see that I am just getting the public function right here, and here I am just writing the function name, which is getting the model right here. Okay, and at the last here you can see that I have to write return, and return will be the car model is, and then here I have to use, or I have to concatenate this keyword, and here I have to write model. Okay, and then close this code right here. You can see here. Now here I am just writing the methods and the properties of that. The method here is the functions to get, and the property here is the model. So as you know that the public members you can access anywhere in your class or in your code. Here I have to write that this is the BMW, same like our old example we are studying about that in our last lecture. So here I just write car. So car here is my class name, and then here I have to write that this is BMW, and then that will access the model of that. Okay, and here we have to write the model here is, let's suppose, the BMW right here, or BMW 5. Okay, this is the model of the car. Here you can see that this is the public data type, data type, which is a variable. Okay, now here you will see that I am just accessing this outside the class. Okay, and you can see that I am just accessing the method of that that function is outside the class, which is the get model, and here I have to write that will get the model right here, and I just close this code right here. Now I am just running this code, and you can see here, okay, where that will get the objects and all of these models right here, which is the BMW 5 right here. Hope so you understand now. Now this is the one way you have to use your access modifier, which is a public access modifier, where you can access the property of that anywhere. Now here you will see that when we are accessing the private modifiers, so when can prevent access to our properties and the methods inside our class if we define them in a private access modifier instead of public. Let's just see what we do. Here you can see that we have the model, and I will write this model as the private because I just want to hide the information of that. Here I just write this is a private, with the model right here. Now here I'm just writing this function name as the public right here, and after that here you can see that I'm just accessing all of these informations. Okay, why I just write these as the public and here the data type as the private? This is just because of here these model will be hide his information. Okay, and then this function will get, or this public function will get the information from this private, and then that will show me the informations of all the model right here. Okay, now here you can see that when I just refresh this, so we have an error in line number 40, and here you can see that this is a BMW and the model here which is equal to yes. Okay, and now it's fine. I think so it's fine now. Why this is showing me the error right here? This is just because of here you can see that that will be the private members of that, and you cannot access the private members outside the class. How we can access it? Let's just see. When you are declaring the private members of the class, and when you are just accessing the private members of the class outside the class, so you have to write your name of that private variable right here. So this public access modifiers allow the access to the method which is accessed outside the class right here. Hope so you understand now. Here you will see that I will write, let's suppose here I just write this, then here I just write this is a model right here, and which is equal to, here I just write that this is the variable model. Now here you can see that you can access easily this model right here. Okay, which is a function and here you can see that this is a this is a get model right here. So here the get model is same right here, and now here I'm just writing, or I just did a little mistake right here. This is just because of here you can see that you have to write public, and the public here is the function name, and here you have to write set model. So set model is to getting the variable name right here, and then that will show me the output right here. Now here I have to write that same statement what I just already write, and here I have to write this is the model, and the model here will be the model right here. Okay, now here you can see. So now with the help of this set method what I am just declaring, a set model what I am just declaring right here, so you have to simply access the model of your car, okay, with the help of this private this public function. So you can access your private modules as well, or your private variable as well. Now here you can see that I just save this, and then here I will go to the browser and refresh it. Okay, this is not show me the output right here. This is just because of here I have to write set, and the set here is the model, and here I will provide the model of that. Okay, and then this is end of the code. Run it again and run this. So here you can see that you will get the car model, which is the BMW 5 right here, with the help of this private and the public function. Okay, firstly here you can see that I just set a variable name which is the private. Then here I will set a method which is set a model which will get this variable right here, and then that will show me the output for this private access modifier or access specifier right here. Now here you can see that why do we need access modifier? This is a question right here, that we need access modifier in order to limit the modifications that the code from outside the class can do the class method as the properties. Once they define a property or the method, the private only method that are within the class are allowed to approach it. Hope so you understand now that how we use the private and the public access modifiers. Okay, now here I am just giving you a quick overview on the protected access modifier. So here you will see that a separately file what I'm just creating right here. So this is a protected, and the protected here is my data member. And now here firstly I have to create a class, and the class name here is ABC, and inside this class I have to write this protected. Okay, now here you will see that. So firstly I have to write variable a, and the a which is equal to here is write 20. Then after that here I have to write variable b, and the b here is equal to 40 right here. Okay, and these both members are the protected right here. Now here I am just creating a function of add right here, and then here I have to write echo statement, and the echo statement here is, let's see that is firstly get the sum, and the sum which is equal to here I just write this keyword, and then here I have to get the value of a plus I have to get the value of b. Okay, oh sorry, b right here, and then here I have to concatenate the br tag. This is just a logic, so don't confuse it right here, only focused on the protected data type. Okay, here now here you can see that. Now I'm just using this old example where I'm just extending this class as well. Here I just use class which is, let's suppose this is a child class, and I just want to access this child class right here. So don't confuse it here when we are just working with the inheritance, so your concept is much clear about that classes as well. And the class here is ABC. ABC is our parent class. Now here I just inherit all of the functionalities of this parent class into this right here. You can see here I just write a function which is add, and here I have to create one another functions. Let us see that is the functions of you may say that divide. Okay, here you can see that why I'm just creating this divide functions outside that class. I just tell you that this is our parent class right here, and child will access all of the functionality, and that will inherit all of the functionalities from the parent class as well. Let's suppose this is a child, and the child species come from all of these species come from his parent. Okay, but just make a concept of that. Now here I just write echo here is I just write divide, and the divide here which is equal to, so I just copy this and paste it right here, just divide it. Here I have to use a division sign. Okay, now here I am just creating the object to it. So obj which is equal to, here I just write new, and the new here is the child class. Then here I have to write obj, and the obj which is, here I have to write that is the add function, and then after this add function I have to create an object to my new function which is the divide function right here. Hope so you understand now. Now I am just running this code. So here you can see that I just simply access this 60 and then 0.5 right here. Okay, with the help of protected. Now I am just explaining the code for you. Here you can see that is protected, which is 20, and the 20 plus 40 which is equal to 60. Right answer. Then 20 divided by 40 which is 0.5. This is also a right answer right here. Now here these two data members are protected. Protected means you can access these inside your class. So you can see here this is an inside function, and this is the same class where I am just accessing these data members. Okay, as you can see here, when we access these data types outside the class or another class, so how we do it? So we can inherit this class into the next. So you can see here I just inherit the module right here which is a class, create a new class, then extend this class with the ABC. So I just inherit all of these data types into that, simply create the functions, get the values of that, and use one another new logic. And this is the old example with the object right here, and you know how to create an object. Hope so you understand now that how you can create protected, private and public access specifiers in a PHP programming language. If you find any of the problem regarding to this lecture, please let me know, and thanks for watching this lecture.